Okay, this strategy is a great strategy to help kids remember the meaning of new vocabulary words that are introduced, especially those bigger science and social studies words that they're given in science and social studies class. But this is called the link strategy. The letters in links spell out list, imagine, note, construct, and self-test. The first step in that is to list the parts. The way the student does this is they get an index card, and you start by just dividing the index card in half on one side and in half on the other. And they put whatever the vocabulary word is on the top of the front side. In this case, our vocabulary word is rhubarb. And on the top of the back side is where you're going to put the definition. So we have a plant whose reddish stalks are used in making pies. The stalks taste sour. So then the next step is to imagine a picture. So after the child has written the word down and written the definition down, they then close their eyes and create an image in their mind as what that picture would look like, what that vocabulary word looks like. The next step is to note a reminding word. This is where the student's going to look at the vocabulary word and see what pops out at them. Is there some part of that pops out at them? Does that word remind them of something? In my case, I came up with a list of a couple of different things. When I saw that, just thought of, for some reason, the word red came up, the word wrap came up, and the word barb came up. And so the one that was really jumping out at me was the word barb. So I wrote down barb as my reminding word. The next part is to construct what they call a linking story. This is a story that combines the reminding word with the definition to help the student remember what the vocabulary word means. In this case, I took the word barb, and I wrote, my sentence that I wrote was, Barb made sour tasting pies, to help me remember that rhubarb has a sour taste to it and that it's used to make pies. The last step in the link strategy is to do the self-test. This is where the students would review this word every day by saying the word to themselves, by saying the reminding word, by thinking about their story that they had created to help them remember what the definition is, and then for them to flip this over and check to see if they had the definition correct. And if they didn't have it correct, they can again put it back in their pile and go back and they can self-check again or self-check backwards by starting with the definition and seeing if they can remember what the vocab word was.